Okay guys, this is what I mean by a rolling boil with this. It has got to continuously do this for at least 45 minutes. Hey everybody, today I am going to show you how to make the Spanish bean soup. So we are going to be starting with dry beans. So you're going to need to do this step the night before. Either chickpeas, garbanzo beans. And I'm probably pronouncing that wrong because I'm not Spanish, but you got the idea. Now, if you have a big family, like I used to have, 4 youngins, and then, you know, you're going to want to do 2 of these. I don't have 4 youngins in the house anymore, but when I do make soups like this, I like to make extra to give it to my mother and father-in-law. Now this is, I think it's 1/8 of a cup. I'm sorry, 1 tablespoon of salt. That's all you need. And then all you're gonna do you can use any salt. I'm using the regular salt. You can use Himalaya salt, the pink Himalaya salt. You can use regular salt with not the iodine in it. It's all your choice. I'm gonna fill the pan halfway, and then these beans are gonna soak overnight. Kind of like that. You're gonna put the lid on it. What I do with my lid here, it's been a day. All right, so then we're just gonna put it over here on the stove in the back, and it's gonna soak all night. That's gonna let the beans swell up and start to get soft. So we'll finish this process up tomorrow. Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make the Spanish bean soup. So we're going to start off with 5 potatoes. The ham, you can get the ham already diced, it doesn't matter. You can also use ham hocks in the soup. Saffron, chorizos. And normally you would use a large onion, but since Bibi forgot it not once, but twice, we're using dehydrated onions today. So what we're gonna do first, we soak the beans overnight. So what we're gonna do, let me show cameraman. They plumped right up. Also, you guys can use the chickpeas in the cans, but if you do that, I suggest rinsing the chickpeas really good from the cans. All right, so I'm gonna put this back in there. We're gonna fill it back up. Okay, so we're gonna put this over here. Bibi is going to go ahead and get the onions in it. Oh damn, I done used all cameraman's onions for his burger. Alright, now we're going to put this on about 6. I want this to start getting to a rolling boil. And while this is doing its thing, we're going to come over here. Because I've got to cut the chorizos. Now the ham, you can go ahead and put in there as well. But also, you can also do this in a crock pot. So what I normally do is this. You do you. So with this, you do not take the skin off. Also, if you are a person who likes spice, you can also get the chorizos that are spicy. So now what I would do is this. Maybe if I can get it open. I hate these things. And honestly, you do not need any more salt in the beans while they're starting to boil and come to a boil, because your chorizos, and I know I'm butchering that, guys, so I'm well aware. All right, so now I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut the other one up, put that in there, and then I'm going to try to pulverize that, hopefully. In here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start adding all the meat slowly. And then as this cooks, the chorizos will soften up a little bit. They won't be so hard. And that's actually what gives your soup the best flavoring. And so I'll put you over there. You can get going. Now I got to do potatoes. Oh, what fun. Also, as the soup cooks, it will cook down a little bit, and that's perfectly normal, but you'll see as we proceed with the soup. Well, Bibi doesn't throw the potatoes around the kitchen. Okay, there's one. Now again, this is your preference on how big you like your potatoes. You can cut them up like if you put them in a stew. Again, that's all preference. What I'm going to do is cut them up the way they are, clean them off, and then put them in the soup. All right, guys, the potatoes are going to sit and soak for a little while. until that comes to a rolling boil. Now to deal with the saffron. The container. Because I was thinking, oh, if it's all in that little bubble. Okay. Oh my Lord.
Just grind the whole thing.
Yeah, might as well. And I don't mind some of it being big, but holy Jesus. There we go. Normally you can get this that's already pre-grind in a powder. Good thing I'm not in a hurry for it. You don't have to grind it. It's just, I prefer it that way. You can take the whole thing and just plop it in there. Also, as an alternative, if you cannot find the saffron, you can, is this the one that has it in here? Use the sazon with the achote. Just a heads up, y'all. Okay, well, it all didn't grind up the greatest, but hey, it's okay. I can't believe that. Don't worry, BB's gonna be looking. Find my saffron.
That'd be in the Spanish store.
Oh, Jiminy crickets. There we go. That should woke y'all up. And that just gives it its beautiful color. And then as all this starts cooking and the chorizos, see, now you can actually see the different meats in the chorizos. All right, cook, cook, cook. Now I gotta wash dishes. Okay guys, this is what I mean by a rolling boil with this. It has got to continuously do this for at least 45 minutes. But do you see the color that it's changed? And that's gonna make all the difference in the flavoring as well. So what you do is you take your lid, leave a little opening for it to breathe, and just let it go. After that's done for 45 minutes to an hour, then we'll add the potatoes. By that time, the beans should be good and soft and the chorizos. And then all we have to do is cook the potatoes. All right, so it's been 45 minutes. I'll put this down here. Everything is looking good. I just need a bean. A bean, okay? And do you see where I told you? Because it was way up here. It is boiled down. Beans are perfect. Want a bite? I'll let you do it. I'm not gonna. It could use a little bit more salt, but I think I'm just gonna wait. I may put the sazon in it because I only had the one of the saffron, so. But that's expensive. Oh, by the way, You can get that at Walmart too. It's under Spice Island in a bigger container. And it's like $8. So let's do that. Because I don't want it salt. But this should give it enough salt. That's really going to make it orange, but that's okay. The orange the better. Alright, now we're going to put potatoes in. So let BB go drain the potatoes. Dude, you didn't turn my stove down, did you?
No, I was showing them the box.
Oh, okay.
Because you added something else in there.
Yeah. I don't want to add just all salt. Okay, so now we're going to give this a 30 minutes to cook the potatoes. And you're still going to keep it on medium heat. That's a soup, baby, because it's going to boil down even more. He's over here looking like, what the hell? You'll be all right. Trust the process, okay? I eat your processed stuff. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna take cameraman's out. But after I take him bowl out, let it cool off, I'm gonna make and put some more water in here. Now, this is what I mean though. This is where it's thickening up. Cameraman don't like soup. But boy, does that smell good. So if you like it like that, there you go. I'm just going to add another cup of water and let it cook some more. There we go. Oh, did you get any chorizos? You did. Okay. Another cup. Yeah. Now let it cook a little longer. And there you go. Also, with this particular soup, you can do sandwiches. You can do dinner rolls, you can do cornbread, whatever you like to have with your soup. Crackers, it's all good. Good. Also, too, guys, when this thing sits, it's gonna thicken up. It's always better the next day. Yes. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Good old comfort food right here. On a nice, cool day.
How come you get more chorizo?
We're going to get you some more. Here, you can have some of this.
That's all right. Chorizo hugger.
I can because I made it.
All right, we're going to test this out. First time eating this.
Yeah, cameraman's. Well, yours should be good and cool down.
You look at me. ham, bean.
That's gonna cool off.
That's what makes sure I get a piece of everything.
Good luck.
Well, if you have the chorizo in it, of course, when you first bite into it, the chorizo pops in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes into the soup. Now, if I get just the soup with a piece of ham and some beans, you taste a little bit of salt, and then the ham in it.
And the saffron. That's the
And
salt.
that could be the other seasoning, too, is the saffron.
Mm-hmm.
But the best way to go is with the chorizo. And the ham. But if you want a powerful taste, you get it with the chorizo in it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're definitely going to get the chorizo after a while.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you got ham or the chorizo in it, then it's almost just like eating a bean. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right. It's a bean soup. It's Spanish bean soup.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it's just like eating beans. You know, like if I made regular Spanish beans without rice or whatever. But if you have the ham with it, or a piece of chorizo, as long as you mix up, you scoop up some ham with it, then you get the other flavors with it.
Yeah. But you got to cook that chorizo for a good while because it is hard. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the potatoes give it a little bit of flavor, too, when you get the potato in it. But you gotta have at least a piece of meat, I think. As long as you have a meat, which is good that the dices of meat are very small and everything.
Yeah.
You can even say go with the chorizos, can even cut into dices.
Oh, you could dice those
I mean,
as well.
the same amount of chorizos, but you don't want to overwhelm the ham. Because you have the chorizos cut in slices, so you're not overtaking the ham flavor. Because the chorizo just, like I said, pops in your mouth. It's the first thing you're going to taste. But just say if you put a bag of that ham,
Right.
and then you put a half a bag of chorizo, that would be the good, because you don't, like I said, you want less chorizo if you have it in squares than if you had it in, you know, if you put half ham, half hair, like if you put equal, you would be eating a friggin' chorizo, you know. Basically a chorizo soup.
Now,
But if you want to stick with the bean textile flavor of it, I could say if you cut those chorizos in half, that could be perfect to where at least, you know, someone that likes chorizo, you can get the chorizo flavor. But I wouldn't double chorizo the spoon or anything. But like I said, if you cut the chorizo in half, I think in every spoon someone wants a chorizo with it. If they like that flavor, and I cut the chorizo in half. Because like I said, you're not
or
over...
you could even do it in quarters.
Well, the thing is, you don't want too much chorizo over the ham. That's all I'm just trying to say.
And I will say this. If you use ham, like ham hocks or ham from a picnic ham, a smoked picnic ham, it gives it a richer flavor too.
And what some people would normally do too is they would fry the ham up a little bit to get it seared. I'm just saying, you couldn't sear up the ham just a little bit
If you wanted
to get a sear flavor to it.
You could, but that's just not the traditional way of doing it.
I know, but I'm just saying a lot of times if you wanted to sear that ham to get a sear ham flavor, you can do that as well. Just sear it a little bit, not a lot, and then put it in there. Then you get the sear flavor with it. But you don't want to overpower the chorizo over the ham. Like I said, you could cut the chorizos in half and still be good. All right, dude.
So there you guys have it. There is the Spanish bean soup recipe. Easy peasy. So until the next video, everybody take care. Take care of one another. Take care of yourselves. See ya.